This portion of News Channel is brought to you in part by Newfoundland and Labrador.
Welcome back to CTV News Express. Well, since the 1970s, there's been a growing number of people diagnosed with ADHD. But within the medical community, there's an ongoing debate on how it's diagnosed and even how it's treated. Some scientists think there is a link between a child's diet and hyperactivity. Teresa Albert is a nutritionist and founder of MyFriendInFood.com. She's joining us to talk about this fascinating topic, especially because, as we mentioned, the rates of ADHD are going up. What do we know about that possible, potential, or likely link between diet and, this condition?
Well, there is more and more evidence, and to me, I've been, waiting for this evidence to say, of course there's a link. We know there's a link because a lot of behavior is connected to blood sugar levels and energy levels and hormones. And the only fuel that we use to manage those processes in our body is food. So it makes perfect sense that there's a link, but how much of a link and what kinds of things are we willing to do in our diets and in our days to manage that? That becomes the question to me. We believe it. It's true now. We believe it. There's a link. What do we do about it?
Okay, and more doctors there is very clearly a link and are incorporating diet in terms of getting their patients to manage this.
Yeah, absolutely. And if I had a kid with ADHD, I would be inclined to start there because that, the evidence is clear, and that for me is the simplest way to start because I'm good at it.
Right.
It's what I know, it's what I understand.
So take us through this.
So there are some questionable links. There are some studies that were done that we have a board here about the questionable links, and the Feingold diet has been around for a little while, and they're talking about the removal of some of these foods. So these compounds are in foods like almonds and apples and aspirin, those are all A words, and cloves and coffee, and a lot of things that are you really have to pay attention to. There is some evidence that some children who are sensitive to these things would benefit, and that's also where we get the food coloring issue, right?
And these are called salicylates?
Salicylates, yeah.
Salicylates.
Yeah,
okay.
So looking for those foods that exist, they're saying only some children are sensitive to it, but it's a great place to start if you have a child and you don't want to go right to medication.
If you're looking for a solution, you want to look at everything.
You want to know if they're sensitive.
What else? What else?
Well, and then the next was an elimination diet. So when we look at the naturopathic model, it's really about removing wheat and dairy and seeing what kinds of things kids are sensitive to, right? So that works if you're dedicated, and I would be dedicated. I think it's so worth it because you're also controlling for the other issues. Diabetes, weight control.
Oh, huge health benefits outside of even ADHD, right?
Right. So why wouldn't you start there?
Okay, and we've got a little bit of time left, so we want to bring up the last board.
So really the last board tells us that a good, strong, healthy diet, everything we're always talking about. So a simple diet, low in fats, high in whole grains, this is what we know we're supposed to be eating. To me, it's not news. To me, it's just sort of the important foundation, but it's great to have that medical stamp of approval. This is the way to go.
So a parent who's concerned about their child, or maybe it's even the adult, I mean, where do you start just quickly? Just see a naturopath for this, or a dietitian could help you? Where do you start?
Anyway, either way. You can start either way, and really it's just about cleaning up your diet. Whole, healthy foods, not in the package, real stuff.
Teresa Albert, great information. We appreciate it.
Pleasure, thanks.
You go to your doctor and you're given medicine often, right? But you may be surprised at the number of people who fail to take that medication correctly. A closer look after this.
Hope springs eternal.
You're the 9th surgeon I've talked to.
There is only a 5% chance of success.
Blind faith.
Dr. Shepard's the best.
Blurs judgment.
He doesn't know about his tumor.
Why does he think he's here?
Do I have to take my kids somewhere else?
This surgery will kill him. We have no choice. We have to close him up.
You're quitting.
CTV's Grey's Anatomy. Thursday at 9/8 Central. Watch Grey's Anatomy live on CTV Mobile TV. Available on Bell, Superphones, smartphones, and tablets.
Are you ready for truly flexible solutions? BDC, entrepreneurs first.
Whoa, whoa. What are you doing?
I heard you needed experts. I'm an expert climber.
No. My furnace is broken.